Good day, everyone. My name is Olusola Lydia A, and I'm your host on Love and Home with Olusola, where we build godly home, one child at a time. Right now, I'll be talking with you on how to keep romance alive after years in your home, in your marriage. How to keep romance alive after years. Many couples think romance fades after a few years of marriage. But the truth is, love doesn't have to grow cold. With the right efforts, your marriage can stay fresh and exciting even after 10, 20, or 30 years. Today, I'll share with you 5 simple but powerful ways to keep romance alive after years of marriage. Now, how can I keep romance alive in my marriage after years of marriage? Number one is be intentional. That is intentionality, intentional affection, intentional affection. Romance doesn't just happen; it is nurtured. It doesn't just happen; it is nurtured. The romance, the first love that you people had together at the beginning, it won't just keep uh, growing like that. It is nurtured. You have to nurture it intentionally in order to make it grow, in order to make it endure and endure. Now, it is nurtured. Show affection daily. Hugs, kisses, kind word, holding hands. Now, we talked about, you said romance doesn't just happen, it is nurtured. You nurture it if you want it to grow. How can you nurture it? Showing intentionality, by intentionality. Now, you're showing affection on daily basis. You make up basis, a day will not pass without me hugging my wife, without me hugging my husband, without a kiss from me to my spouse. Kind words. You make up your mind to speak kindly, to ensure, as in you determine in your heart that as far as I'm concerned, I am always going to be speaking kind words, even though if there is a part of the man or the woman that is not really right, you make up your mind that I am not going to focus on that. I'm going to say the opposite of what I see that is not palatable. You make up your mind to consciously speak kind word. And not only that, you make up your mind to always hold your hands. Maybe when you are working together or wherever. There are some principles you just set for yourself in that home. Intentionality. You intentionally build it up and you set it as a routine that you do. These are the things that can help you to, keep your romance, to make your romance alive even after years. By the time you keep doing this, you get used to it. And of course, the love keep growing. Song of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 2 says, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine. Now, don't let a day pass without showing physical and verbal affection. Now, how can you keep romance alive after years in your marriage? Point number 2, surprises and thoughtful gestures. Surprises and thoughtful gestures. Small surprises keep love exciting. Small surprises keep love exciting. It is not about expensive gifts. It is about thoughtfulness. It is about thoughtfulness. It is not about you going all out to get, very, very expensive gifts. It is about thoughtfulness, about that the man or the woman is in your mind and you remember him. It's about showing love. Now, these are the things that can keep romance alive in your marriage, even after years. You intentionally build it and make it as a lifestyle that maybe monthly, bi-monthly, or every 3 months, you must bring a surprise gift or bring one surprise that your husband or your wife is not expecting in order to build, to keep that romance, to keep that love alive in your spouse's heart. Now, Proverbs 25 verse 11 says, a word fieldly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. A word fieldly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. Now, write little love notes. Cook a favorite meal. or plan a spontaneous outing. You know, these are the things that can keep romance alive. You just on daily, and you keep your wife or your spouse, you keep him or her unaware. You just bring a surprise. You plan. You sometimes you write love notes. Drop. Sometimes you cook favorite food. Some food that is not expecting. You just cook it, and sometimes who tell you that as a woman you can take your husband out. You can carry him. You can take him out. You know, just a surprise. These are the things that help your love to go, to keep romance alive in your home even after years. Point number 3, fun activities and shared adventures. Fun activities and shared adventures. Laughter and joy create lasting memories. Laughter and joy create lasting memories. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 12 says, I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live. Now, try new hobbies together. Go for walks, play games, or even dance in the living room. These are the things that helps that marriage, to grow in romance even after years of marriage. Point number 4, quality communication and emotional connection. Quality communication and emotional connection. Romance fade when couples stop talking deeply. It fade when couples stop talking deeply. Listen with your heart, not just your ear. Listen to what your spouse says with your heart and not just with your ear. As in, let him see you, showing affection, ready to hear at any time he's talking, even if at that moment you don't even have that capacity, or you are not really you are not feeling like, pretend to feel like, as in listen with your heart and not just with your ear. James 1:19 teaches us everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Set aside time weekly for heart-to-heart conversation without distractions. As in, you make up your heart, your mind, as couple, two of you, you set aside, maybe if you are the busy type, make sure you have some time that you set aside, that this time, this day, we are going to be having heart-to-heart talk conversations without any form of distractions. These are the things that can help and that can keep your romance alive even after years of marriage, 10, 20, or even 30 years forever of marriage. And point number 5, spiritual intimacy. So prayer together, spiritual intimacy, prayer together. This is the foundation. This is, I say something that prayer, couples that pray together, they last forever. They last together. Now, true intimacy goes beyond the physical. It is spiritual. It is spiritual. The Bible says, what is it that we have that is not given to us by God? There is not, it said, whatsoever you desire, when you pray, you will have it. So prayer, true intimacy goes beyond physical. Yes, there can be godly, there can be worldly intimacy. There can be just physical, natural intimacy. But if you have the one that is genuine, the true one, then it is spiritual and it comes from God. It is not in man to devise his ways. God devises our way for us. God help us to build that intimacy. So praying together builds a deep and unshakable bond. Matthew 18:20 remind us, for where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them. So share devotionals, pray for each other's, pray for each other's needs. Invite God into your marriage on daily basis. Pray, hold your hand,